Good morning. Today is a very special day. So let us offer our pranam to our mother, the mother who is the mother of all. So in our scripture, in the Chandi, the mantra is there dedicated particularly to the mother who is there inside the heart of each and every mother. Please repeat after me. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Matri Rupena Samstita Namastashvai 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 Namo Namaha. Salutation to the Divine Mother who exists in all beings as the Mother. Salutation to her again and again. So that is from the Sri Chandi, the famous book of Tantra. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said there should be one, then the zeros, as maximum zero you can put, will have some worth. If the one is not there, then only zeros have no meaning. This one is Mother. If the Mother is not there, there is no creation, there is no life. There will be nothing in this. The wonderful world will be completely nothing except the Mother. Generally, we think of a mother as a woman who gives birth to children, raises them, takes care of the household, etc. Our conception of mother is like that. But mother means love and affection. Mother means selfless service and care. Mother means compassion and forgiveness. These are the wonderful qualities of the mother. So if these qualities are not present, then that particular lady is not a mother. Maybe she is giving the birth, maybe she is biological mother, but she cannot be considered as a mother if these qualities are not there. And if these qualities are present in a male body, he is also considered as mother. So mother is a conception, and that is having so many good qualities. So that is love and affection. That is always there. Selfless service and care. Most of us, we may remember when we were sick, when we were children, the only hand that was always gave us the comfort, not the medicine, not the doctor, not any other person, but a very cool, soft hand on our forehead gave us the best comfort. So that is the mother's hand. So here, the compassion and forgiveness, always, every time. Because of the socio-economical condition, things are changing, but at the same time, this conception is continuing. Even if you see, look at the animals world, or the birds, and even the insects, all the time, that is there. I was in Arunachal Pradesh, famous for elephants, huge elephants, and I have seen them with my own eyes. Hours together we had to stop to see the play of the mother elephant and the baby elephant. On the road itself, the baby elephant will be playing, a mother is guarding, sometimes looking at us. We are sitting quietly inside the car, watching them. And I used to enjoy seeing that expression of mother, the motherhood. Everybody has gone, all other, they have left, but the mother has not left that baby elephant, constantly taking care, and the naughty likes to go somewhere else. The mother is constantly holding, dragging it back, and putting in the same track where the others have gone, just like our human mothers. Who has given this concern? Prakriti, nature. It's not the some medicine, it's not the some process, it's not anything else. But the girl, when becomes mother, immediately all these things changes. And that is why so much of respect for the motherhood. Friends, usually every Sunday we give talk on the saga of the soul. The soul, the human soul, it is traveling from the creation, is going to complete the whole travel and then reaching to the goal. What is that goal? Beginning from the mother, ending to the mother. And as the Vedantin they say, Brahman. And Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, whom you call Brahman, I call mother. After the realization of the Brahman, he said these, not from emotion. From the realization he said these, whom you call Brahman, I call the mother. Hindu believes that all women in the world are parts of the Divine Mother. This is a great thing, parts of the Divine Mother. What is the divinity? These are the 6 qualities that we just discussed. And that is the divinity. When it is manifested, that is unique, wonderful. There are so many other stories are also there. And that is why they always teach the young people in the schools that it should be that they teach that Matri Devo Bhava, Pitri Devo Bhava. Oh, yeah. If you need the fan, I think it is warm today. Matri Devo Bhava, Pitri Devo Bhava. That was the teaching in the Upanishad. The Upanishad is giving this teaching. Isn't this wonderful? So that is the basic teaching we find in the Taittiriya Upanishad. Along with many others, they say, you must consider your mother as your god, goddess, and the father your God. Unless and until we do that, if that is broken, then the human, this lineage will completely break down. People will leave. They will know so many other things. They will eat, they will grow, they will do everything that usually all others are doing, but they will lose their ultimate thing of a human being. There's a concern, and particularly of the mothers. Only the mother will go on giving, the others won't give. I was reading a book where one of the very famous Swami, he is quoting a story from the south. It was a very hot summer, and the poor lady, she was carrying her son, a baby son, on her lap and walking. There was no water, a scorching sun. She was trying to reach some place where there is a shade and there is water, and she was going on walking for 3 hours continuously, carrying that son on the lap. But ultimately, when that son died, she left that body over there and ran. From there, the story goes, and they say, as a teaching, look at this woman. Is she a mother? And there the comment is, in those days, except the kings and other people like that stature were allowed to, no one was allowed to wear the shoes. What the poor mother will do, what the poor lady will do. So I was thinking the great love that the lady showed for continuously for 3-4 hours, carrying that son on her lap, never left it. And she tried to reach some place. Society didn't allow her to wear even a little shoe. Society didn't take care of how the poor lady will go all alone. carrying that boy. And now when she left the dead body of the son, they started criticizing. So friends, that is the problem with the society. Because the proper judgment, we don't have that proper judgment. And that is the reason one special branch of spirituality grew, that is Tantra. The Tantra, we had a wonderful retreat last year on the Tantra. This Tantra is basically from the Vedanta. It takes all the gist of Vedanta and puts in such a way so that the people can follow it. Vedanta is only discussing about an abstract thing. But Tantra is a very practical. Here, the Tantra, there are 3 different schools of Tantra. Same Tantra in 3 different schools. One is Vaishnava Tantra. Usually whenever we think about the Vaishnava, we think Tantric are different, Vaishnavas are different. No, the Vaishnava Tantra. What is the Tantra? Because they are working to get some result, the power, and that power is the mother. Shankaracharya said in the he said it's a Maya, Adi Shankaracharya. He said it is Maya in Vedanta, but the power of God. So that power of God which is there in the Vishnu is the Vaishnava Tantra. And you will always see that the God is having goddess. We always say the wife of that particular God, the holy consort. The Vishnu is having Lakshmi, and the Mahadeva, the Parvati, and also the Brahma, the Saraswati, like that. That means the God is having the power. That power is considered or depicted as a woman. So Vaishnava Tantra is centering the Vishnu as the deity, and then Shaiva Tantra is centering the Shiva as the deity, and Shakti Tantra directly it goes to Kali as the goddess. So this is called Shakti Tantra, and this Tantra is having again the 3 stages, and these stages are, first is sadhana. Sadhana means the spiritual practices. That includes all the rituals and everything. Then the goal. When we are practicing something, we must have a goal to reach. Why we are doing that? That is the siddhi, the goal, a goal of spiritual practices, and also the shastras. So sadhana, siddhi, shastra. Shastra means the philosophy. In the tantric philosophy, completely based on the Veda and the Upanishads. And we see that there are some people that think that the concept of God the Mother came from Tantra. Today we are discussing the God the Mother. The Mother's Day is called Universal Mother's Day, but different countries, different society, they observe on different dates. Not that, but this particular day. America is observing. It's a great day for the mother, because if the grown-up sons are there, or brothers, or the husband, they will go out, they will eat outside, they will have they need not to cook. Of course, in this country, most of the people, they don't cook that way. But still the mother has the responsibility, and that from that day she is free, she will get the gifts and all these things. This is a unique idea. So it comes down from the Kena Upanishad. And in the Kena Upanishad we find some people, they are talking about that, and these people are gods, and they are very arrogant, very egoistic, and they are all talking in that way. They say that we have conquered the demons. All the time you will find the fight between the demons and the gods, and this time the gods, they have won, and they were boasting. Indra was sitting, he is the king of all gods. Then suddenly in the Upanishad, we have already read that Upanishad over here. A lady came, approached over there, Uma Haimavati. The name of that lady is Uma Haimavati. Everybody wondered, who is she? Indra himself went. Then he was humbled to see all that power, all that intellect, all that courage, all that success behind these gods is that power, the power of the God. So the Shakti concept came from the Kena Upanishad. Sa tasmineva akashe striyam ajagama bahushobhamanam umam haimavatim. He says like this, in that very space, because the story is a long story, in that very space, the Indra approached the stubbornly charming woman, that is Uma Haimavati. In the Rig Veda also we find, in honor of God the Mother, Rig Veda, the oldest scripture, there we find about this God the Mother, and it says, I spread the heaven over the earth, the power of Brahman. The Brahman is the intellect. The power of that is the goddess. And that in the Rig Veda, the sutra says, I spread the heaven on the earth. I am the energy in Brahman. I am mother of all. So I began with that, the mother of all. And the mother of all, that is the God, the mother. We in our country, as because things are so simple, so always we consider the mother because we spend our most of the time with mother. Life is not that difficult. But the part of those in the world where the life is very difficult, the conception of father came. Because we have to protect. And that is the reason we find that in the Semitic religion, God the Father. We find that the God is sitting, his muscular body is very powerful, giving punishment, protecting his own children, own people. That conception came in a different way. But have you seen in our India particularly, is a very, very ancient culture. The conception of God is very ancient. But when there is a problem, they go to Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Then what do? Particularly the conception of Durga. So Durga, where from she came, the combination of all the power put together, all the gods, all the goddesses, and the supreme God like Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, they gave that power, and that is called, that energy, that power is known as Mother, Mother of all, about which the Rig Veda is giving these hints. In the Tantra, again it says, she, the God, the Mother, bring to light and freedom those with whom she is well pleased. Otherwise it is impossible. The same Mother is having two power. She can give light, she can give the liberation, or she can completely cover the person who is a wise man, behave like a fool. That is the power, and that is the reason in the Tantra, in the Chandi, it says, Tvambai prasanna bhuvi mukti hetuhu. If you become pleased, then only there is mukti. Mukti from what? This bondage. That is a completely spiritual concept going beyond the bondage of birth and death. Lord Buddha and his life that explain it very nicely that everything is that we see is nothing but misery. Today one child is born and the next door another person is dead. It goes on and on and on. So to go beyond this, sometime we are getting so much of name, fame, and the next day there is nothing. It goes on every time. So to go beyond this circle of misery and happiness, the birth and death, this is the mother. According to Tantra, the goal of human is to know and become one with Shiva and Shakti. Tantra calls the power of creation, preservation and dissolution as Shakti, God, the mother. This Shakti or God, the mother, is not different from Shiva or Brahman or absolute, but is the power of the absolute. So here we stop. It's not the separate thing. It's completely the same thing. And that, the Shiva and its power, wonderfully depicted in the form of Mother Kali. If you have observed, the Shiva is lying down. His color is completely white because Swattva and the Swattik people, they don't work, though they are having lot of knowledge. They can, but they don't, that type. And that same person, when he is working, he becomes red because the Rajaguna and also black, Tamaguna. You have to show your anger, you have to fight against your enemies, you have to put your foot in that to be successful. Otherwise, you won't be able to do anything in this world. So that is called Sattva, Raja and Tama. When in pure Sattva, that is Shiva. And Shiva like the Shaba. Shaba means the dead body. And the same over that is working. The mother is not separate. He is always with the Shiva. The knowledge and the work. Wonderful explanation with this image of Goddess Kali. But some people couldn't understand this. And they were looking at that image and they were confused and started criticizing. A time came, particularly in the 19th century, a lot of criticism about the Goddess Kali. Still now, even in the Indian society, Hindu society, lot of wrong conception. And I was seeing one movie, in the Hindi movie or something, it is Hindi dubbed, maybe somewhere else. And they were showing that the people who are killing, they are all worshipping Goddess Kali and the ferocious, the long, that mother. A terrible image over there. It's a wrong thing. She never killed anyone. All those, the skulls are the symbol of knowledge, the symbol of intellect. When we say the person is very intelligent, we always put this finger on our head. We never say he is intelligent, do we? So we never say like that. That is the reason, always the intellect is this. And Mother, the Prakriti, is the source of intelligence. And she is giving the work also. That's why the hands are hanging from our waist. Most of the time people will be covering the body, so that's why we can't see that. But if you observe and understand why this of symbol, what is that symbol? The knowledge and work. If you have knowledge but can't work, it is of no use. I know everything. I'm a very good doctor, but I am constantly lying down, and if you go and say, sir, will you please see that I am having pain, go to hospital, I won't do. Who will go to him? And what is that knowledge is worth? Nothing. So the knowledge should be useful. When that knowledge is useful, it's a work. And when the work is going on, even the best doctors will be criticized by some person. So he could not diagnose properly, the medicine was not good, and this and that. Praise and all these blames will be coming to that. So the moment it is a work, when you are working, even when Swami Vivekananda came over here, completely unselfish person, so many people criticized him, work has that nature. You will never find a person working and there is no criticism, impossible. That means he is not working. The moment he will be doing some work, good or bad, whatever, there will be, people will be talking about. So I was in one center, you know, the young Swamis, 5, 6 of us, we were moving. Then naturally, as in the country, we always talk about the president or the prime minister. Who is going to talk about the neighbor? In the offices, you always talk about the boss, why he has taken this type of decision, why he is doing, always it goes, hands and feet and everything goes to the head. Like that, in the ashrama, some of our Swamis were, the brahmacharis, they were talking about the Swami, and the news reached to him. I was his assistant and he was inquiring the next day, is it that you were criticizing me? I told, yes, Swami, otherwise whom will criticize? Because you are the head. So that's why we were criticizing you, but we praised also some of the work that you have done, that was wonderful. And this is the always you have to keep in mind. If you are working, there will be people praising you, supporting you, helping you. There will be people objecting, criticizing, always. So Kali is always criticized, but not the Shiva. But the source is Shiva. He is there doing everything. Kali is, in the modern term, we can say the front desk. But the boss is sitting in the back, and people can't see him. Then all the instructions are coming from the boss. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is giving the description. Have you not seen, mostly in our society, when the function is going on, that lady of the house, she is taking all the responsibility, asking people to put there, they go do. But the main person, he will be sitting some in the corner and smoking. But people who are coming from outside, they will see that lady and they will think, oh, she is the mistress, she is doing everything. But the mistress will sometimes go to that person sitting quietly, reading newspaper and smoking, and he will ask, these are the problems, shall I do in this way? Yes, go ahead. So that is there. Shiva is lying down, but looking at Goddess Kali. If you see the picture properly, Shiva is controlling that activity through the eyes. So the intellect and the activity, the mother is both. Our mother is both. So here it says Shiva and Shakti. In the transcendental plane, which is static, this is from the Vedantic point of view, where only one undivided absolute exists, where there is no universe, no creation, that truth is Shiva. And in the language of the Veda, absolute existence, knowledge and bliss. Existence, knowledge, bliss, from the language of the Veda. From the language of the Tantra, it is Shiva. The Shiva is always alone. And have you seen the picture? He is sitting in a place where is not a single soul over there. In the top of the Himalaya, nothing is there. Completely, the picture of the absolute. But we don't like that. Sometimes people will be asking, Swamiji, we like to go and meditate for 22 hours. Better you do 2 hours and 22 hours work, then it will be good. The 2 hours meditation is, but out of emotion. Then they like to go to our Ganges, our retreat center. But what they will do? Constantly moving with on the person who is looking after, talking with him and doing this and doing that. Where is meditation? Where is the quietness? It is not so easy. Very, very difficult. Very difficult to be lonely. Only 2 persons can do easily. One is Paramahamsa, who has reached to that highest spiritual status. Another is a mad person. He lives in his own world. So that is the reason. It's very difficult. So activity, all thing goes to mother. So Tantra is placing the mother in front. So the immanent plane, transcendental plane, immanent plane. In the immanent plane, which is active, where millions and millions of names and forms are existing, which is known as universe, that is the realm of Shakti, God the Mother. If we want to have something, you must have to have Mother's grace. In the houses also we have seen, and sometimes some people will say, why the mother then so angry? Why he is cutting the heads of the demons? Though it is a story only, but have we not seen our mother in different mood? When she is in a very good mood, talking with her friends, and the neighbors have come, she is in a very good dress. If we go and say, Mother, will you please give me $10? I like to go and purchase something. You all the time ask for money. Anyway, I don't have the change. This is the $20 I am giving. Give back the 10. She knowing sure the $10 will never come back. So she gives like that. But when the mother is in a difficulty, she is going to try to contact someone, talking over phone or managing his office or something. If I go and ask, know for sure whatever will be near the hand will come on your head. So naturally, if our mother is doing in this way, our universal mother, divine mother, in different mood. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, do not keep the picture of Goddess Kali where it is shown that she is dancing on the cremation ground, Shashana Kali. The Kali, that same mother, when she is destroying and she is taking back everything within herself, in that mood, if you go and say, I like to purchase that plot of land, will you please help me? What will happen? She will put you also over there. Don't blame her. So you have to go to Dakshina Kali. The Dakshina Kali means is a very benign and she is very happy. And that time if you go and say, oh yes, come. So this we find the Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, after realizing this unique truth, that the transcendental plane and the immanent plane, the Sri Ramakrishna realized both, and then he said, when I meditate upon reality as at rest, that is, without the activities of creation, preservation, dissolution, I call it Brahman. When I meditate upon reality as creative, I call it Shakti. In either case, I am concerned with one and the same truth. This is the realization of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. In either case, I concerned with one and the same truth, the difference being only in the name and the aspect. That is called the name and the aspect. Different names are there, but the same thing. And this is the real mother. And from that, reflections that we see in the hearts of our own mothers, so great. So naturally, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, but friends, today we are observing Mother's Day, but the condition was not that, in particular in the Western world. In the Eastern world also, it was in the beginning, it was very, very high. Even the Yajna Upavit, we went to our Ganges, one family, they were having the Yajna Upavit ceremony, and I observed from traditional way, because one person came from the Shankaracharya Math, he was doing that. They were also giving, they were supposed to give the Yajna Upavit for the girls also. And they used to go to the Guru Griha. They used to study a similar way. So these things were there. And we find so many brilliant names, wonderful names, and very famous names of the women who were the rishis, the truth, seers of the truth. So that is we find. Then afterwards something happened, as we call the socio-economical changes, historical things, totally different thing came. So in between almost 1000, we were in a very back foot. Now slowly it is coming back. But here in the Western world we find, I was reading one article published in one of the newspaper, daily newspaper in India. There, one lady, she has written a wonderful article giving this thing in different, not only the mother, women in general are recognized in almost all the human societies all over the world as great. But in 19th century, which is considered as the modern time, pictures was not that bright. It was a different picture. Let me just say some of them, mostly many of you know it. And the Matilda Jocelyn Gege, who drew the attention of the whole world for the first time about the injustice that was done to women, in her lecture delivered in New York in 1852. That was the year when almost Ma Sharadamani Devi advented, 1852. And in National Women's Right Convention in the West they were doing, Matilda mentioned about Elena Piscopia, an Italian philosopher and singer, who is the first receiver of PhD but not recognized in the society. Matilda herself could not study medicine. She dreamed to become a doctor because in those days girls were not allowed. Margaret E. Knight, an American lady, first discovered the brown paper bags. Even today we are using. And it was in 19th century. But one Mr. Charles Anand took the credit wrongfully. Because Charles Anand he had the factory where this lady Margaret E. Knight used to go and have that bag. And slowly he understood the secret of making that and took the credit in his name. Then again, the Catherine Littlefield of Georgia discovered a machine to make cotton, a green cotton jean. But unfortunately again, history recorded the name of a gentleman, Eli Whitney, as the discoverer. In 19th century again, even in America, the women could not dream to get patent in those days for their work. They were not allowed to cast a vote. Astronomist Maria Winkelmann Creech and her mathematician husband Gottfried Creech used to research together. One night, when Mr. Creech was sleeping and the lady, she was observing the night sky, in the midnight she discovered for the first time the comet. But I need not to mention what happened. It went in the credit of Mr. Gottfried, never mentioned her wife's name. Nettie Stevens first discovered XX and XY chromosome, but the credit of this great discovery was given to her boss, Mr. Edmund B. Wilson. Finally, in 1944, Otto Hahn was awarded the Nobel Prize for discovering nuclear fusion, though a lady scientist, Liz Mettenar, who worked on this project with Mr. Otto Hahn, was completely ignored. This is the problem. So we have to understand this. And from today, if we remember, go back to the realm of great mothers. One is in our, particularly in Indian, the perspective, if we see the great mothers like Sita, Yashoda, and then again, another great mother is Mary, and then finally Sarada. I will just touch about their how they are remembered in the society. Sita was banished by her husband, and she was husband the great Ramachandra, and she gave birth of twin boys, that is Lava and Kusha, and as a single mother did everything for their growing up. As Rama's son, when the Rama saw them, immediately recognized that they must be my son. That means the mother was concerned because Rama was the great personality, and Sita knew when the first time the father will meet the son, he should recognize. So they grew up, though in a jungle, in an ashrama of a great sage, Valmiki, but they grew just like the king's son. So that was the Sita's contribution. Never ever told any single word against their father. That is in the beginning we told what are the qualities of mother? We see here, manifested in the life of great mother Sita. And she never said any single word against the Ramachandra or that family, that they have banished me over here, I am suffering here. Nothing, never. Usually we do that, thinking that my sons will take the revenge on my behalf. Never. And she never cursed for anyone for that suffering. Sita is the embodiment of patience, love, and sacrifice, and that is the symbol of motherhood. Then comes the Jashoda, the foster mother of Sri Krishna, and she is the symbol of joy of motherhood. When you become a mother, the mother's joy always on the children, and that we see the eternal picture of Jashoda and Krishna. Thousands of songs have been written and sang on that. So that is Ma Jashoda. She is all the time taking care, and that is the joy of the mother. One day, Girish Chandra Ghosh, the elderly person, but he used to consider him as the son of Ma Sharadamani Devi. One day the mother came from outside. It was very hot, summer time, and naturally the mother's attendants, other ladies, they took her mother to the apartment, her apartment, and asked her to take rest. Now Girish came. And he never cared for anyone. He was a little rough and tough person. He came and, I like to go and offer my pranam to mother. This lady told, you cannot. The mother is taking rest. And if you go, she will feel disturbed. Then Girish told, you never could become mother. You don't know what is motherhood. Mothers, when they see their children, they become happy. They never become disturbed by seeing the faces of the children. I must go to mother. And he went, he offered pranam, then told, mother, take rest. Then he came down. That lady complained to the mother, mother, you didn't say anything. This person was cursing me like this. Mother told, when a son is coming to a mother, don't be in between. So that is the bond, that is the love, that is the affection, and that is we find in the joy of motherhood of Jashoda. Then another great mother, quietly, whole life spent, and very few words have been spent on her, that is Mother Mary. And this lady who was sitting near the cross of the Lord Jesus, crying and praying, was the Mother Mary. The picture of mother's bond with the child, world made disown and denounce, but the mother is the only one person who never, in any condition, give up her child. And then comes, in the modern time, Ma Saradamani Devi, the true mother of all. And he assured to everyone, and Mother Ma Saradamani said, never feel you are alone. Always remember that you have a mother, a real mother. That real motherhood in the Ma Saradamani Devi. In those days, habit of drinking tea was almost nil. Nobody used to drink at the time of the Ma Saradamani. But the Girish Ghosh had the habit of having a bed tea. So obviously, when Girish Ghosh went to the place, the Jairambati, you know what mother used to do? She used to go to different places and neighbor to get little sugar and the milk and maybe 1 or 2 spoonful of that tea leaves and prepare the tea for that boy. When the moment he gets up, he gets a cup of tea, warm tea, smoking. He never could understand where from in that remote part, in that village. Even today if you go, you will find that. The remoteness of that village. Where from the tea came, that is the mother. Could understand everything. When the mother was in Dakshineshwar, Narendranath, that time a very young man, in those days Bengal used to take a lot of physical exercises. And that was the tradition. And Narendranath was a very good boxer. But he used to come to Dakshineshwar. Thakur used to ask, hey, go and take food. Narendra went, mother gave the food. After coming back, Thakur asked, did you enjoy the food? Narendra has his own without caring. He told the mother could hear what is his answer. He told, well, that his food was for some patient she has given to me. Because that was cooked in such a way, and because Thakur used to take, the Sri Ramakrishna used to take very simple food. Immediately Sri Ramakrishna told mother, don't give those things to Naren. He is the Shiva. So you must give the thick rotis and ghee and all those things so that he can enjoy. Mother never forgot. And mother never used to come out. From behind, he used to hear the voice of these devotees, disciples. Immediately, she used to understand what is going to happen and what she should do. That was the wonderful mother. Friends, let us today sing a simple song that we composed long back on Ma Saradamani Devi. It's a sort of a prayer, and all of us can sing, and then we will conclude. O Mother Sarada, O Mother Sarada, Pranam to you. O Mother Sarada, O Mother Sarada, Pranam to you. You are our glory. You are our culture. You are our symbol. O Mother, O Mother, O Mother, O Mother, O Mother Sharada, O Mother Sharada, Pranam to you. O Mother, protect us from evils. Give us food, give us life. Give us love, O Mother. O Mother, protect us from evils. Give us food, give us life. Give us love, O Mother. O Mother Sharada. O Mother Sharada. Pranam to you. Thank you very much. Today, some of the, of course, devotees have brought some candies meant for the mothers, but don't worry. Everyone will get. But in exchange, what the mothers will give to us? Blessings. Oh, that's good. Please pray for us. That is the prayer we do all the time. Oh Mother, protect us from evils. And the great thing you don't know, food. Give us food and give us life. Many people are there who don't get a morsel of food. We must pray for them too. Let each and everyone get food at least. Thank you.